Hey folks, Cool18 here, and welcome to another episode of Let's Play RimWorld. We are now in Urist town, our new town. Things are pretty nice. We're a little low on food, and I'm going to put in some little hunting jobs. A little bit of hunting. Doesn't have to be much, maybe we'll throw in a few there. But yeah, we're out of pre-made meals. We have a little bit of raw food, but not much. I don't know if we have any berries. I don't think so. It doesn't look like there's much in the way of harvestable bushes here. Which is interesting, because the boreal forest does tend to have a lot of, I don't know, you can find blueberries, things like that all the time. I don't think any growing has ever started. We do have growers assigned, but they're unfortunately just busy doing other things right now. Looks like, is the hunting a higher priority job? No, it is. It's quite high, actually. So, looks like we're mostly just going to keep going on meat. There's still plenty of survival packs wandering around, so they will be able to go ahead and eat that as needed. There we go. They are far from accurate weapon users, but there we have it. These guys are connected with power, though, right? Okay, so this is a gap of 1, 2, 3. So they can span that gap. I wonder if they can do a 4. If I go and switch to security now, will it show me what they connect to? Yeah. Okay, so that's a gap of 4 tiles, and that can be reached. So that's good to know. That's what I needed to know, is how big of a gap we need. So that's good information. I'm just going to leave the 3 turrets here. Before I build any more turrets, they're going to show up down here. Just because 3 should be able to handle the first attack of whatever it is, assuming I've got power. And we got lots of batteries right now, and really not a whole lot of things that drain power at this phase in the game. We should be halfway okay. We're going to finish off that corner. Now the next thing to do will be the defensive structures. So we're going to go and make sure we are 1, 2, 3, then a gap. 1, 2, 3, and then here. Going to build that. Build the same sort of structures on the other side. I think should be relatively good at defending us. That, and like that. This message. What is this? Synth thread. Cool. All right. Not much. And these are long walks to go and collect that stuff, but I'm going to go ahead and flag it anyway. Oh, we've got a bunch of deer here, too. We still have a hare flagged for hunting. Which situation? We do have a few meals, and they are being cooked. We got a bit of raw meat. I think I will go ahead and put in a little hunting order for the deer. We're mostly going to survive on meat early on. Now, Matthews, do you have any passion for hunting? I don't think any of them do. Shooting? No, no, no. So she's not going to skill up very effectively, unfortunately. It's nice that she started at a 6. That's pretty handy. And also, no one's got any cataracts or anything crazy like that this time, do they? No, no injuries whatsoever. Excellent. Okay, good. Everyone's in fine shape at this time. We need the sandbags, which mostly means we need some steel. Port on steel. We've got an eclipse. Okay. Well, as long as we don't get attacked now. We do have batteries. And again, luckily right now, no one really uses a lot of power. We just got the lights and this and that. Yeah, there's a few things that are using power. I do want to get floors in. Wait, I feel bad when they just sleep on the stone like that. And we'll do this, and then what we'll have to do is actually cancel some of the floor construction jobs in there at some point, just because it's underneath some furniture that they won't be able to reach. This might be a stupid job to put at this phase in the game, but I really like the wooden floors, and it kind of drives me crazy when they're walking around in dirt. So, luckily, it looks like it doesn't use very much wood per tile. Is it just one? 1 wood per tile. It's not that much. Each tree gives you quite a heavy stack, or hardy stack. Hardy, word I'm looking for. Just occurred to me, I'm going to have to make sure to keep the trees trimmed inside of the death zones over here, so that people can't use them as shielding. Squirrel has gone mad. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to flag it to be hunted. Hopefully it'll automatically be shot at some point. Although we have a lot of stuff flagged as hunted, so we'll see. And pirates have arrived and are attacking immediately. It's just one dude to start off with. Andy. Well, we're going to turn these on. Are we still in the middle of an eclipse? Of course we are. Which means we're going to have no power. Alright, draft everyone. Get in position over here. Kill the squirrel. Blake, run away from the squirrel. I think the squirrel got turreted, and I think Blake got turreted as well. Let's take a look here. Yep, gun turreted. Awesome. Let's go and turn one of these beds into a medical bed right away. And I think what we're going to do is actually go and drop in some extra wooden beds over there. Like so. Blake, you've got only a knife. I'm going to undraft you. These guys with the guns can go and hide behind here. There's Andy the pirate. Hopefully we don't kill Andy. We just take him prisoner. We have a tiny bit of power left, so as long as he attacks now, what, you're going to go through the wall? You just set it on fire because you're just a troll. I think you're going to run. Okay, I'll undo that. You guys can put out the fire. Looks like Angie just went away, which is fine. There we go. Where are you going? Picking up a dead boar. Was that hunted or did Andy shoot that? I don't know. So they're going to have to share a room for now, which will be a little unhappy making, but not that much. We really do have to set up, A, an actual prisoner room, B, an actual medical room would be very, very nice, but we'll get there when we get there. We got some passengers. That's okay. We can deconstruct these beds later on, so that's fine. The squirrel is dead because it was, it wasn't hunted. It was actually just shot by the weapons. These, I'm going to make sure to turn off. Eclipse is over. With 3 batteries, that's actually going to be really good. The question is whether 4 solar panels can charge 3 batteries in a day, but I don't think we're using 4 solar panels worth of goods, so eventually we will go ahead and make forward progress there. We've got that to dig out. Things are good. Things are fine. I'm liking our little base. Yeah, wooden walls can be burned down and things, and that can sometimes be problematic. There's also a lot of trees nearby that can enable some fire spreading and whatnot. A bit more hunting. We got 12 meals right now, and we'll butcher a little bit more. We'll be okay. I think there's a bunny rabbit over there still queued up to be hunted, and that's all fine. We'll probably let go. How, Blake, do we have anyone doing medical stuff? Blake is our only surgeon, so they're both equally kind of incompetent. Someone's got to treat Blake, though. Where's our last person? There, Raven. You're resting. Tell you what, before you rest, prioritize healing Blake. Please and thank you. We're kind of responsible for the damage that Blake took, so we should probably do something about that. Poor quality. How you doing, though? Health. Starvation. And you've got some poor quality bandages. Hopefully you don't get infected. Finish those walls, or those bedrooms. Hey, what? I'll go and flip this back over. There we go. We can actually keep some medical beds in here or something. Crazy like that. Blake is healed. Good. We got some mining going on. Nice. Oh, what I have to do now is cancel those 2 little floor tiles. We can't see them. And the squares will just stay. We got more cluster of cargo pods. A bunch of potatoes. Can't complain about that. The game's seeing that I don't really have much in the way of food growing right now. And they're like, maybe I should help you out with that. And I appreciate it. We'll get those brought home. We do have some meals. We've got 16 meals ready right now. We can always hunt much more. We've got good... deer herds, I suppose, kicking around. We need to set up our improvised turrets over here. We don't currently have enough metal, but we will mine those relatively soon. We'll get that trio. And so 4 gap would be 1, 2, 3, 4. So we can do that like that. Connect it up this way, and then also connect it that way. Now we've got a nice little circuit with a little bit of redundancy. And that'll be pretty nice. Got some extra steel, all being dug up. Get all the wires installed beneath my base. Very nice. Rain shouldn't really be bothering anyone. Building needs power. Yeah, that'll get there. Don't worry about it. There we go. Now they're powered up. Make sure to unpower it right now. Save a little bit of juice. It's too bad we weren't able to capture Andy. It's alright. Da-da-da-da. I think a lot of people will be using these spots here for cover. Maybe non-ideal. Especially against the one gun over here. What can I do for that? I could stretch it out, but then same sort of situation. Or the other thing people do is they put a little block right there. The screw line of sight. Then they'll move in here to try to get cover against that, but then they're going to get shot by the sides, which I think is a pretty good way to obliterate these AI attackers. We're going to give that a try. I think we used that last time, and it worked out pretty nicely. So why not a little bit more of that? Oh, we've got our construction material. Mining is still happening. And while we want to, mine out some actual rooms at some point, right now, a high priority is just trying to get as much steel as possible. So any steel we find, we will dig out for now. Okay, we've got this, we've got that, we got that. I want another internal room for what? Oh, my internal little garden, which we don't have to worry about right now. Maybe we'll just go to hydroponics. We'll see. Or we get the fertilizer pump, one way or another. Goods are still being brought in. Potatoes are being turned into a meal. We still have 10 meals in the bank right now. We've got quite a good collection of leather and things. We could start some cloth formation. And we will want parkas for people at some point. But parkas, if I recall correctly, needs a lot of materials. I could set up another growing zone for some like cloth production. Might not be a bad idea. It'll take up some more time. This is not what I want. I want a growing zone, please and thank you. You are going to grow, not potatoes, but cotton. Hopefully that won't take up too much of their time. But a bunch of cloth means we could make a bunch of clothing, which is a relatively potential profitable course of action. We'll see how it goes. We haven't had much research done yet. I think we do have one person flagged as research. That's not what I'm looking for. Overview. Actually, everyone said as research. 5. We'll take off the 3. Leave the 7. 7 and 5. That's fine. Unless the person... Who had the 3? Raven? Unless you happen to have a specific passion for research, and you don't, so never mind. Because you could always skill up and be useful, but that's not the situation right now. So I'm going to try to hold off on how many jobs I give people. Clearing these areas of wood is still pretty important for... What? That's still not what I meant. It's still going to be important for line of sight. And I mean, we are still going to want some wood. So I think that's still fine to have them chop down these trees. A lot of value there. Tribespeople from Ergo. Only 3 of them. They tend to be equipped with pretty primitive weapons. So I think we're going to be okay. Are they having a hard time pathfinding over? Or are they going to prepare an attack first? I think that might be what's going on. Let me go ahead and toggle the power off on everything. But it's good to know that these are all active. There we go. Now they're beginning their assault, which should be totally fine. My people are still in the base. I'm going to make sure that these are all toggled on. And we're going to draft everyone. But I'm going to just move them indoors. Okay, let's see what happens. Val rounds the corner, starts to get shot right away. They're even getting shot by these guys. Nice to know that the two things are covering each other, which might cause them to shoot each other from time to time. That was fast. Tribes people are fleeing. See if we can catch Riesling. That's not much fleeing going on here, is it? They all died. So no captured anyone, which is unfortunate. Strip. Strip. And strip. Unforbid the various goods that have fallen to the ground. And we need a dumping zone and potentially a burial zone. I suppose we'll put the dumping zone outside. Big dumping stockpile. Right over here. Then we'll get them to prioritize some hauling here. Get these guys out of my base. There we go. Now, hopefully that won't give them the dead body thing. They might walk by this dump zone. I wonder if the dump zone will give them the dead body modifier. Right now they observed corpses, but hopefully that will go away soon. These things all performed admirably. We're going to turn them off. Really, really good. I think it is going to be important to get the trees out of the way. They'll probably grow back quite frequently, but that just means we're going to have access to a whole lot of wood. We have a lot of wood right now. We might be able to sell some to some traders, depending on things. That bunny's been marked for death for a long time. You are very lucky, bunny. These are steel walls? As opposed to compacted steel? Is there like a structure in there? There could be. Keep digging through here and see what happens. Very curious. You get steel out of steel walls. Oh. Oh, it's not mineable. What the hell is going on in there? Alright, we're going to have to figure out what our structure is going to look like soon. Maybe now. I don't know. We're going to want a base inside. More bedrooms, the prisoner rooms. Well, I guess what I could do is just start blocking things out a bit. We did something like, well, hopefully there's not too many of these structures in there messing things up for me. So if we did this, which is 5 by 6, decent bedroom, get a series of them like that. dig this way. Maybe make a double wide hallway. I don't know if that matters. Matters in Dwarf Fortress so that they don't bump into each other constantly. But I'm not sure how much of an issue it does for this. Dig out all the way to over here, which we'll need at some point. Something like that. Off-centered doors. Don't really have a choice. Various dining areas. Dining and construction zones. Like so. Maybe some more bedrooms here. You know what? I'll have them be 6 by 6. No, 6 by 5. Wow. My vision sucks. That. And yeah, double wide. Where's that way? That's a lot of digging jobs. You know what? Hold on. I probably want doors blocking this off, so I don't want a double wide hallway, do I? Can you double wide doors? If I go and say structures, steel auto door. Okay, I can do that. That's fine. And they'll need power. Run a conduit. That. Not necessarily the most important thing right now. But it'll feel cool. Means we're not researching things right now because they're too busy digging, but I'm going to be happy it's getting done. I'm going to go ahead and tell them to deconstruct. There we go. Those extra beds. We'll get them moved inside. Good defensive structure. If there's not as many buildings here, we can actually pull back these defensive structures quite a bit. Or clear out this area and just build another layer of defenses. Some nonsense. Still worried that, you know, the possibility people might zone in within our base, so we're going to need some redundancies. This nice big area here could conceivably be somewhere people land, so we might have to go and put some turrets inside. Well, we're going to want turrets in here because we're going to want to open up all these containers. And we're going to want to kill a lot of people. Hopefully take a bunch of prisoners. We'll see how it goes. I've never really built internally yet. This is, you know, so it's going to be something else that we learn here as we deal with internal structures. I don't know how difficult it is going to be to keep this whole place heated. If I just put a heater in the hallway, yeah, there's going to be doors. I wonder, though, if that's going to be enough to just offset the chill from the outside, and then inside will stay nice and warm. I have no idea. I don't know if we'll need heaters in every room. We might. We'll have to play it by ear. Thunderstorms, 26 degrees outside. There's a possibility in the middle of summer that we may end up with some amount of heat waves or whatever. I don't think it's going to be hot enough to kill anyone at any point. It might make them uncomfortable for a little while, but that's about it. Raven, you're not pissed that anyone works in your room or anything like that? Nope. Spacious interior, all that jazz. Good stuff. Good stuff. So we're alright right now. Still hoping we might be able to do a little bit of trading. We'll see how it goes. There's a lot of dirt, but there's also some slate chunks left behind. And if we can learn chunk processing, which is the research, we can use this slate to build new walls, for example, and save us a lot of steel, which would certainly be good. I don't like using steel for a lot of these walls. Yeah, it's nice that they can't be burned, but steel is really, really, really valuable. So I think we still have a pickup job for some of this silver that's kicking around. Might be a little doodads here and there. A few more here that could potentially be picked up. We're okay on food right now. We don't have tons, but we've got some. And we're finally getting a few crops relatively close to being done. Fully grown in 0.2 days. Nice. 2 days here. Not a huge farm, but a farm. Of course, we can do a little bit more hunting if we need to as well. We're worried about food supply. What do we got? Oh, group of people just visiting, just stopping by. And this is going to keep people busy for a really, really long time. And it might, you know, might not be the greatest idea there is, but I think it's okay. We've still got some things marked over here. If I'm worried, what I could do, so my miners right now, I could turn off mining here and here, because Raven is quite good at mining at a skill of 9. So let's just make Raven be the only miner. I think that's okay. There's nothing that Raven is doing that no one else does. There's the wardening, but that's hardly relevant. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so everyone else can be busy doing other things, maybe even researching. Building, chopping down trees, all that good stuff. And Raven, who's the fastest at it, will be the only miner right now. And I think that's okay. It's not like we're in a hurry to dig all this stuff out. It'd be nice to find another big supply of steel somewhere in here. So this is a steel wall. This is just slate. So is there not a room in here? Marble over here. How bizarre. I have no idea what's going on in there. I'll have to set up a job to smooth this stuff at some point, too. Also, maybe to dump this stone out, because I'm worried about them using this as cover as well, which you can technically do. I should probably do that. Let's put in an order for a little bit of hauling. Like that and that. And we're good over here, though. That's okay. There's a little bit more stone. Hold on. Do that. Okay. Just gonna haul it to the dump, keep it out of the way. No one's getting any bad thoughts from the bodies. It'll be interesting to see if someone dumps over here, if that's a bad thought. Just gonna keep an eye on Blake. Okay, so you're dumping over there. Indeed, you have no thoughts whatsoever. Observed rotting corpse. Okay, so it does bother you if you move over there. Now, luckily, it's not something they have to do very frequently, but now I know. And that might affect how I place certain things sometimes. Well, it should affect how I place certain things sometimes. I suppose one of the things I could do... Actually, I like that plan. I'm going to have a dump zone within my base. There. I cancel that part. Deconstruct that part. There. This place here is going to be not corpses. This is going to be not chunks. There we go. So now all these rock bits will be brought over here so that no one witnesses the dead bodies, for example. And I mean, certainly we'll get some graves going at some point, but not yet. Just minimize how much vision we see. I have to dig all this out. It'd be really nice to make blocks. Trade ship. Slave trader. Well, I don't think we'll be selling anyone. But, okay. Just curious to see if anyone would do that. They would sell medicine at the not totally ridiculous price, because I think they cap out at like a little over 50. But we're good on medicine. I don't have any need. We could potentially buy someone, but we can't. Can't afford it. It would be interesting to just buy more people, though, at some point. All right. So you can what? Smooth floor. Want to do to make things party at some point, but no rush. Right now we're going okay. Well, actually, what I might do is go ahead and put down the steel auto doors here and here now, because we might need to build a hospital or a prison relatively soon. Now, the auto doors do work even without power, as far as I know. Just they open slower. And with the auto door enabled, then people can walk through them a lot faster. Most likely, I'll move the bedrooms in here and use these for both medical. Actually, well, we'll have to move these bits. This one wouldn't be bad for medical. We don't want prisoners in with the batteries because they might go berserk and break it. Yeah, maybe make this a prison. 2 individual prisons plus a hospital over here. Yeah, that probably is a sensible way to go. At some point, I'll have to build some more guns because the attacks will become a little bit more dangerous, but we're okay right now. Ravens picking up some cotton, which is fine. What I could do, well, it's too early to set up a cloth production. It's nice to have all the cotton. Maybe we can sell it, or maybe we'll just have a big stockpile for later. I'm happy we started it early because I think it'll be handy. Okay, well, we're not going to go and kidnap anyone. Tempting, but I'm not gonna. We've cleared that all out. No, we could do a little bit more hauling over here, which I will go ahead and designate. Haul out these stones and that, and these over here. Clear out that area nicely. May as well get rid of those as well, which could potentially be used for a little bit of offensive cover. Look at these rocks out of the way here. Get that out of the way there. And we may as well get these guys out of the way just for convenience. Trade ship, combat suppliers. Hey Blake, why don't you go and have a chat with new partners? So yeah, they won't take that. They'll take this stuff, but they won't pay me much for it. Although, you know what? We really don't need a pila. Yeah, they won't pay me much for it, but we may as well just dump it. Who cares? Do I need to buy any more guns? I'm not sure that that's something we need to do right now. They sell medicine at a half-decent price. You know what? I'm going to take this opportunity. No, I don't need it right now. to get a little bit more medicine. Because we're going to be really happy we've got it. Hey, I actually saw some stuff land this time. Hurrah! So that'll bring us up to 28 medicine. I should probably buy medicine every time someone sells it for a non-ridiculous price. So basically combat suppliers, I suspect. Because we are going to need a lot of it. Especially if we start to do some, I don't know, bionic stuff later on. Or harvest materials out of prisoners. It's so cruel. But hey, that's life. Or, you know, otherwise. This, what is this? Marble wall. So I should be able to dig through that, I think. Or claim it and deconstruct it, maybe? I don't know. Maybe that's the way to get through here. You don't mine this, you just claim it and deconstruct it. Down, do, 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 do. This is busy work that doesn't need to happen. But I suspect it speeds things up. If I see here, click off. 93% walk speed, whereas smooth is 100%. So it only slows them down a tiny bit. It's hardly worth mentioning, but it's technically there. Probably not worth doing any of this smoothing. I'm not going to smooth anything else out yet. If these become bedrooms and they complain about ugly surroundings, then I will. But otherwise, no. Like, it's quite warm today. No, 19, but I thought I was seeing, like, heat waves and things. There might be a little bit of hunting left. We've got a little bit of food. Yeah, there we go. Bring home some deer, finally. And we've got a dead elk here. Oh, these are elk, not deer. A dead one there, which I just unforbade. It's refrigerated. Ah, it's 8 degrees at night. Okay, so slightly refrigerated. Aha! Male psychic drone. No males here. We've got like the Amazon colony, so they're completely unaffected by the psychic drone. Not that things are a problem right now. Everyone's so peachy keen, while the occasional rotted corpse spotting from people moving in and out. Maybe we should bury them just to get rid of that issue. We could go and start designating some graves just to get rid of some of these problems. This is more graves than we need, but, you know, now they're ready. And later on, when problems actually hit, we'll have the graves ready. And, you know, at a time when people are having all kinds of negative thoughts, we can get rid of the bodies a little bit faster. I suppose that's probably reasonable. Oh, there's some stone inside here that probably should be, hauled things. I don't know, you got so many rocks in there. I'm surprised it didn't get auto-moved when we were, building the floor. I guess they can build the floor because they were adjacent to it, so, yeah, that's reasonable. Go, get rid of all that stuff. Dead. Not refrigerated, fresh. Is it not being butchered? There we go. Say, why is there an elk over there that's not being butchered? We have it, so we should have some extra raw meat. Things are being cooked into meals. We actually have some meals, which is nice. Yeah, they have to wander around these rocks a little bit. I could put a dump zone here that's not too far away. I think for now we're okay. I want to pop some more wood. Oh, they're not grown enough. Well, that's interesting. I could also just, I could floor over this area, and then trees would not grow back. Which might not be a bad idea. I mean, it's an area that I will not be able to just chop wood from again. But these young trees would never be able to be used for cover. I think I kind of like that idea. I don't know if this stuff will burn in an inappropriate way or anything. Do I have any random... Did I have any slate or anything? I'm not sure. Cargo cluster. Bunch of silver for free. Okay, don't mind if I do. Tribespeople, they'll prepare for an attack. How many we got? We got 5 this time. They're over there, so they'll probably go through this doorway. What I'm going to do, not sure it'll get built in time. We're going to go ahead and set up some extra turrets. We'll see if it'll get built, which I'm not sure that it will. We'll go and turn these on. Hopefully we've got enough power. All this needs treatment. Oh, shit. Run. Christ. You guys, draft. Come out here. Give Matthew some cover. Okay. Come back inside. Blake, go. That's really not where I want you to go. Go there. Raven, go over there. Matthews just run and hide. Okay. Everyone undraft. You capture him. Grip him. Someone will need a little bit of medical treatment. Or Matthews, I don't know. Apparently he's not going to go lie down. Oh, he's just bruised. Bruised from club attacks. Okay, that could have been so much worse. Woo. Now, so still some people prepping. Oh, Matthews, no, stop doing that. I think you're going out hunting. Oh, we don't have a medical bed. That is medical. Matthews. Yeah. Rest until fully healed. And then who else is a medical person over here? Blake is actually quite good at it. Like, I don't know if... Prioritize healing. Only bruises, actually. We hardly need to use medicine, but we may as well. Anyway, that was a 98% chance of good quality. Perhaps it has to do with the difficulty of the wound. Oh, and we can't capture anyone right now. Okay, here's what we're going to do. I know, I got to end this. We're going to put sleeping spot over here and here. The sleep spot is going to be set for prisoner. Raven. Capture this guy. All right. I think that'll work fairly well. I'm feeling good so far, but that's mostly because no one has set up a siege yet, and sieges are so brutal. They just bomb you to hell and back and invite you to go and attack them, which I never, ever, ever, ever want to do. We can finish digging this area out over here. Can I flag this to be mined? No. Can I claim it? Then maybe I can deconstruct? Yeah, okay, there we go. That'll work. We'll do something like that, and then we'll set up some turrets in here, and then we'll open the cryo casks and see what we get. See you next time, folks. Bye-bye.